All operation digital task cards. Number 1. If 274 students earned an ice cream cone and there were 3 scoops of ice cream on each cone, how many scoops of ice cream were there in all? Number 2. There were 378 scoops of ice cream. If there were 3 ice cream scoops on each cone, how many ice cream cones were there? Number 3. There were 34 scoops of vanilla, 29 scoops of chocolate, and 18 scoops of strawberry. If scoops were placed in 9 bowls, how many scoops would be in each bowl? Number 4. Abby and I collected 17 buckets of seashells. There were 35 seashells in each bucket. How many seashells were there in all? Number 5. Abby and I went outside to see who could find the most seashells. Abby found 2,025 seashells, and I found 1,299 seashells. How many more seashells did Abby find than me? Number 6. Abby and I wanted to combine our collection of seashells. Abby collected 1,564 seashells, but gave 266 of them to her mother. I have 2,781 seashells. How many seashells did Abby and I collect together? Number 7. Abby and I found 792 seashells. If we placed equal amounts of seashells in 6 different buckets, how many total seashells were in each bucket? Number 8. Erin has 1,353 ants in her yard. However, there were only 3 anthills. How many ants were in each anthill? Number 9. Erin has 4,254 ants in her yard, and her neighbor Caitlin has 2,169 ants in her yard. If 1,621 traveled from Caitlin's yard to Erin's yard, how many total ants are in Erin's yard now? Number 10. Erin has 2,500 ants in her yard. On a sunny day, 2,122 of those ants left. How many ants remained in the anthill? Number 11. Erin has 4 anthills in her yard. There were 228 ants in each anthill. How many ants were there in all? Josiah Johnson, your ride is out front. Number 12. There were 6 buses full of students going on a field trip. If there were 62 students on each bus, how many students were there in all? Number 13. There were 220 students going on a field trip. The students were separated into 4 different buses. How many students were on each bus? Number 14. There were 1,733 students on a field trip. If 257 students signed out early, how many students were left on the field trip? Number 15. Bryn and her friends made 684 water balloons, and 296 of them popped on the way to the park. How many water balloons were left? Number 16. Bryn had 8 bags full of water balloons. There were 473 water balloons in each bag. How many water balloons were there in all? Number 17. Bryn filled up 287 water balloons, and one of her friends collected 340 balloons. 179 of the water balloons broke in the box. How many balloons do they have left? Number 18. Bryn has 145 water balloons. If she placed the water balloons equally in 5 boxes, how many water balloons were in each box? Number 19. Jonah rode his bicycle for 238 minutes last week. If he rode for the same amount each day, how many minutes did he ride his bicycle in one day? Number 20. Jonah rode his bicycle for 93 minutes on Monday, 133 minutes on Tuesday, 45 minutes on Wednesday, and 111 minutes on Thursday. How many minutes did Jonah ride his bike in all? Number 21. Jonah rode his bicycle for 461 minutes each day last week. How many total minutes did Jonah ride his bicycle last week?